All right. So I don't have very much to show you today. It is a quick sort of set of activities that you'll have most of the period to work on. But we are getting started on our final project today for this class. The way that I run my project-based classes is you won't have a test at the end of it because you've demonstrated your knowledge to me throughout the various projects, throughout the various assignments we've done thus far. And also, I think tests and quizzes don't teach you much. They teach you how to memorize as compared to actually apply some of the stuff that I'm talking about. So what we do instead is you'll have a final project that is in multiple stages. We're going to start stage 1 today and this week. And throughout each stage, you'll complete, it's broken down into these different pieces so that you can finish it up by June 7th, which is going to be the final deadline for this project. This serves as your final for this class. There'll be a little bit of opportunity for reflection at the end of it that goes in that final assignment category. Hi, good morning. But we'll talk about that more as it gets closer to our actual finals week and closer to the end of the school year. The first thing that I have today, besides it being a regular Flex Day announcement, you'll go to your teacher offerings that you are signed up for or that you defaulted to. We're going to wrap up our investing unit with a screenshot of your Investopedia progress. So if you go to your thread for the day, as you can see right here, this is the last assignment for Investopedia, the stock simulator that we started last week. If you've not done that yet, there's Zoom rooms that show you how to do it. I can help you today as well, but that is something that you should have worked on so far. So actually, let me go to my stock portfolio. All I'm asking you to do for stock point 2 is send me a screenshot of your portfolio. So like yesterday, I was up like $300. Today, I'm only up $36. So you can do this if you would prefer to screenshot on your phone. You can do that as well and upload it to Canvas once we go off the air. But if you want to do it straight on your PC, there's the snip and sketch tool. If you type snip, it'll pop open this little window that will allow you to take a screenshot of, if you click and drag, it allows you to take a screenshot. And then if you open another window, because I'm looking for both this page and this page, yours is probably big enough to show both because I have the smaller monitor. But if I open up snip and sketch again, it's going to have a new window where I can take, oh, I forgot to move the other screenshot. It'll allow you to take another screenshot, and then you can just save these 2 screenshots from snip and sketch to your OneDrive. I'm going to go to second period future ready. Just save them. You don't have to change their names. You can just leave them as the stock picture. And then both of the stocks, I mean the default picture. And then you'll upload both of these screenshots to the Canvas page, just like this. I know you know how to upload stuff, but I want to show you what it looks like when you do. Hi, good morning. So they should just be these screenshots right here. I can click on this button in the top, which will allow me to start actually seeing what these look like. Give me large icons. Hi, good morning. Where are my Investopedia screenshots? There we go. So you can check these 2 boxes. Oh, it's not going to let me check both of them. I'm going to upload that one and upload that one. Normal Canvas submission stuff, but it is 2 screenshots for me. Okay, so do that before the end of the day today. It's due at midnight tonight for you guys' class, but just do it before you leave. It'll take the 2 minutes that it just took me. I can help you take screenshots if you need. But once you finish up that, you can start looking at the next thing on the final project. So if I go back to the thread real quick, you can see that you're creating a comprehensive vacation plan. The final is creating a travel plan. You guys are pretending to be travel agents, basically. That includes different destinations, which you will narrow down to a single one by the end of your project. Different activities, ways to get around, places to stay, things to eat, things to eat and do. And you'll put it all into a PowerPoint or a video presentation, your choice. I imagine a lot of you will choose PowerPoint. They're both worth the same amount of points. That's totally fine. But if you would rather make a video, that is fine as well. So you'll compile all of these different pieces of information about your travel destination that you're researching into a final visual that will have a little vacation fair about after June 7th, once everyone's finished up, where we can go around and vote on which vacation looks the most appealing. You get to choose which one sounds the best to you, and then maybe the vacation with the highest number of votes will get some kind of prize. Who knows? So to get started actually doing your final project research, I have 2 assignments that are research-based about destinations and activities. Destinations is VACA.1 or Vacay.1, where I want you to make a list of 5 destinations that you would plan your vacation around. And you need to answer these questions for each destination. Okay, so there's 3 questions for 5 destinations, totaling 25 points. This is due at midnight tonight. At least one of your destinations must be outside of Washington State. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to go to Seaside, Oregon, that would be my first location because it's outside of Washington, as well as, it is just outside of Washington. And then I'm going to answer these 3 questions. What draws me to Seaside, Oregon? Why is Seaside, Oregon important to me? And what makes Seaside, Oregon special for me? And you'll answer each of these 3 questions for your 5 total destinations for VACA.1. You can put it in the text box, or you can upload a Word doc if that's something that you would prefer to type on. So that's VACA.1. Your next thing that you're doing today, and you'll have plenty of time to do it, I'll confirm here in just a second, is VACA.2. So after you've kind of done a little bit of research about different places, you'll narrow it down to a single choice for VACA.2, where you will find 1 to 3 activities that look interesting for each of these categories. So if we're sticking with Seaside, Oregon, I would look for some kind of live music or entertainment activity in Seaside, Oregon. These things include tours. These things include like band festivals, all stuff like that, all related to Seaside, Oregon. And I'll need to find 1 to 3 examples of that. I want to look for 1 to 3 interactive activities, stuff like arcades or escape rooms, theme parks, things like that, all in the destination that I choose. Some fancy restaurants at Seaside, some kind of public park at Seaside, a boardwalk, a beach, maybe if you're going somewhere coastal, that's kind of in the parks category. And then the last category is arts, different museums, different local bands, different types of galleries, different art installations, all different types of stuff that are accessible or things to do inside of your single chosen destination. So I know this went fast, but I am going to walk around and help you kind of direct your research towards finishing these up. Both of them are due tonight at midnight, so you have plenty of time in class today to finish these up. There is also one other thing that's not super relevant to today, but it is useful for, you'll turn it in with your final project at the end. This is a cost tracking worksheet. It's kind of like a works cited. It's kind of a way to keep track of how much different things cost and how you found out how much those things cost. This is not something you necessarily have to start today, asterisk, asterisk, but you will need to turn it in with your final project like a works cited that allows you to track costs for different destinations. And the way that I took notes, you'll take notes however works best for you. But if you want an example of how I did it, let's say my destination is Seattle, and the activity that I'm looking at is in the arts category. It's the Mopop Museum, costs about $26 to $35 per person. How did I find out it cost that much? Well, that was at this link right here, after I just Googled Mopop tickets or museum tickets, picked a day, let's go Friday the 31st. And then if I click just whatever time slot it asks me, I can see the range of prices that are accessible here. And you want to just make a quick note of how much different things cost per person. So you have an idea of how much this vacation is going to cost at the final end of things. No, that was fast. And I will be checking in with you guys throughout the day.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm almost done. Yes. I'll be right there. So VACA.1, VACA.2, and Stock.2 are your 3 items of business today, or Stick.2, it looks like. STCK.2. Let's finish these 3 things up. You're in a good spot for the final, which will be due June 7th. This is one of the parts of stage 1 research, and you guys have the remainder of the period to finish it up, which is over an hour. So you definitely have the time to do the research on these 3, 2 research, 1 screenshot assignment. Does anybody have any questions for the class? If not, you can ask me in person or like when I loop around. Yeah, Kate.
what's the final like in future wedding?
It's a vacation plan. and we're doing the first steps in researching, kind of like a research PowerPoint project. And this is what we're starting today.
Okay.
Any other questions? And Marcus, I know you had your hand up. Okay. In the Zoom room, we'll go off the air. Use your time wisely. There is no reason that you should not finish up all 3 of these today, especially with my help and with my check-ins. Okay? Sweet. Thank you guys for listening. Go ahead and get started. They should be unlocked, should be ready to go. Good luck.